A bit ago, I made a video giving new taunts to characters that were kinda lacking in that department. But then I thought to myself, in my boundless generosity, why not give everyone in the cast a little love? A brand new coat of paper, everybody, baby. So that's what we did with me and the help of Sushi Z, giving every character in the cast a new taunt. But only if this video ends up getting like 15k likes. Yeah, because a lot of effort to make these work, you know, so I need to know if you guys really like it. We're gonna see how each character's overall taunt score would improve with this new one added too. Just so we can see how awesome my ideas really are. Oh, bro. Let's start with Mario, which honestly we have a decent amount of inspiration to take from for our new taunt. But honestly, I think we've already experienced peak with a Mario taunt that was left behind. Am I the only one who used to get a mushroom in Final Destination on Brawl and do this taunt so that Mario would become bigger than the whole stage? I need that back in my life. With this addition, Mario would raise from having an overall 6 out of 10 taunt score to 7 out of 10. For DK, I cannot express how much I love winning in Mario Party with him because of his goofy ass win animation. And honestly, having it as a taunt would be a bit too powerful. To be honest, DK's taunts are already very good, but extremely carried by down taunt, so with this, he'd gain a point of an increase. We showed Link in the last video, but real quick, here he is taking a selfie on your ass again after he broke his shield. Boom, now you have depression. The fact that Sheik can even take selfies in the first place is kinda hilarious. I need to see some good selfies out there people have taken. This instantly raises his taunt score from like a 6 out of 10 to an 8. It would become his best taunt by far. Next we got Samus and Dark Samus, who were also in the last videos, with Samus sporting her iconic thumbs up that she does at the end of a mission, while Dark Samus exemplifies perfect hater energy by doing the opposite. Samus would get a 1 point increase with this, but Dark Samus would get 2, cause this is a taunt. The Yoshi twerk in Mario Party 9 is too iconic, and so I thought it was extremely important we bring this to Smash. He'd definitely raise at least a 1.5 points from this. Kirby's taunts are extremely adorable to the point it's almost sickening, and unfortunately, I had to add a little bit more cuteness to the mix with Kirby's most useless power-up ability getting representation with his new taunt, Little Hat included. Kirby's taunts are all pretty on point, so he wouldn't raise much from this as great as it is. Fox was a bit hard to create a new taunt for since a lot of his games take place inside a ship, and when he's not inside the ship, he's not exactly the most expressive. So instead we gave him a cool little pose with some R-Wing saluting him in the background and a 1.5 point taunt score increase cause it's kinda sick. For Pikachu, we've of course all seen this short I made since I am very good at those where we've acknowledged Pikachu is kinda racist since he does wild caricatures of other Pokemon. And so now he has a chance of showing that off in-game by mimicking a random Pokemon. A solid 1.5 point increase cause seeing these Pokemon is honestly pretty sick. Luigi gets his weird side shown a lot in Smash, which is great, but I don't think we see scared little baby man Luigi enough. This new taunt would work well, especially since he probably just killed you using his plunger too, completing the Luigi's Mansion reference. Half a point added though, cause Luigi's taunts go kinda hard. For Ness, having him do his iconic peace sign from Earthbound would be really cool to see. Can only really give him half a point here though, since it's a bit too iconic. In the Min Min reveal trailer, Falcon had the time of his life with these noodles. I wouldn't be surprised seeing him bring seconds onto the battlefield, honestly. Same idea as Ness though, Falcon taunts are too top tier as they are, so this would be the lowest increase with like 0.25 points added. Jigs became iconic for the dick drawings she would draw on the face of other Pokemon and people when they fell asleep from her singing. This taunt we made for her actually starts with a sing too, just to make the drawing portion as canon as possible. 1.5 points easy. Giving Peach some rep from her recent game seems like the move. The little dance she does here works perfectly. Although it's cute, it's pretty simple, and she already got one of the best taunts in the game though, as is, so we'll give her half a point here. Daisy, as we showed before, gets the spiciest taunt, getting to show off her Mario Striker swag. I think this raises her like 4 points. Yeah, no, I'm extremely unbiased, fellas. I just think she has some dry ass taunts before when she's one of the most expressive Mario characters, with Mario Striker's charge showing it off the most. Next we have Bowser here, who gets to do this iconic pose in a new medium. Seriously, I've seen this everywhere, from napkins to Mario World in California.
My favorite part has to be this framed render of Bowser hanging up on the wall that they've used for everything.
Smashy Bros finally gets the addition. I give Bowser a 1.5 point here for it. Ice Climber's identity of siblings or a little couple is never established in any canon, so I guess it's up to me now. Ice Climber's teabags are honestly better than any of their taunts anyway, so this new taunt just gives them a point. Next, we have another before seen taunt with Sheik, getting her harp and balling out with her own theme like an Ocarina of Time. It's too majestic. Let's give her 2.5 points because she was starving before. Zelda has baller taunts because they're so full of personality. We need one that maintains that cuteness while also showing off that fire-ass Triforce, so we kinda cooked here. 1.5 points. Ocarina has some awful taunts, so this one that actually just references a game of his not only shows some personality, but also appeases the 5 people who played a Dr. Mario game before. 2 points added here. He was also very much broke in terms of any personality before. He's too adorable in his taunts, but I think Pichu can be other things besides cute. You know, he's got some sass to him too from this moment in the show right here. Perfect for a toxic taunt. Let's give him 1.5 points because his taunts are already pretty solid, but this just screams taunt. Here we got Falco balling with the same idea as Fox with the R-Wing gang. Here we raise him either 1.5 points if we consider his taunts as normal, but 0.5 if we include the hands off my... Tam, I'll let you choose. Marth was a tricky one. He has a lot of voice lines that we can pull from and use, but honestly the most raw one I could find was this one.
My prayers are with you!
My prayers are with you after beating some ass. Actually a sick ass line from Fates. This line gives him 1.5 points here. Lucina is my main, and I can be the first to admit that she has no real sauce, let's be real. Her taunts as is are fine, but not flashing or demeaning or even cool. I haven't looked at her reveal trailer, but Falcon kinda steals the show here if anything. So I give her a quick crit animation and voice line.
Hope will never die.
And yup, we'll call it a day. 0.25 point increase. Next is Young Link, which, come on, not enough cool Ocarina references. Okay, the milk taunt is pretty sick. But still, here's him balling on an ocarina playing Zelda's Lullaby, which I think deserves a point increase. And finally we have Ganon, who is bestowed an ocarina reference with his Triforce of Power. Triforce rep for Ganon goes kinda hard. He's never seen it in any of the Smash games, so he gets a point here. And so the first 2 rows of the cast is here, fellas. Let me know what you think, and if you want to see the rest of the roster complete. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you want to see more.